Hi folks, and welcome to another Mac Tactics video here by me, Tactical Mac 7 on YouTube. First one I've done in a wee while because I was away on holiday last week, which was very nice. Kids loved it, so it was a typical British holiday in the UK. Nice. Mixed weather, obviously, and yeah, lots of kids activities. Yeah, 2 or 3 a day. From Build a Bear, it wasn't Build a Bear, it was Make a Bear. Weird. And mini golf, all that sort of stuff. Just stuff that gets you knackered. So, back on the FIFA grind, or the EAFC grind. We're doing the 4-1-2-1-2-2. I did it a wee while ago. It was really good a wee while ago. It's still really good now. This is a 100 depth version. This is how it sets up in games. I'm going to go away and play some qualification games, show you it and how it plays. Trying out some new players. I've got the 3 from the ladder, just to get the games done with them. Packed De Bruyne in this week's champs. Packed Baresi. Day 1 of Futties, so give him a go, see what he's like. Yeah, let's get into it and see how it goes. Hello, welcome to the gameplay part. All my stuff set up. So, this position champ qualifying. Nice wee Evo CR7 there. 4 games, but one of them is, you'll see why when it pops up, game 3. So this was one of my first games back after being AWOL for a week. So I was a bit, not injured. That's a lovely wee ball played through there. Should have scored that. So let's just let the game play. So as we're defending, see I'm holding Walker. You see Pedri ran back into the right back position and Walker and Pedri swapped over. That's why it's important to have players that do everything now. You're not going to beat Walker for pace, so we're good there. We split the ball out. What I want to highlight, I'll highlight this point. Now, it's not the best highlight of it, but one of the things the testers are for this tactic and from an old 4-1-2-1-2, one of the common things that testers always come back with is it's too narrow. Now, you see here, I've got my 2 centre backs sitting here. I've got my CDM, who's so this is my defensive triangle. I have my midfield. You're not my midfielder. I have my cam here, my left centre mid, my right centre mid here, creating this kind of midfield. And then I have my left back running forward and my right back running forward and my 2 strikers up top. The width comes from your fullbacks. That's where the width is. We defend as a 3, and we have our fullbacks pushing on to give us the width. If you want one of the fullbacks to stay back, like if you had your right back to stay back, he'd be back. Well, actually about there. So you'd still have width, it's just you wouldn't have that advancing width. And that's what you've got to remember with this. You are in a narrow formation, and it is narrow. So here we're just looking for Tiki Taka and through ball passing. So you see Written, whatever her name is, she's gone to the left mid. And ideally I'd want her to go to right mid, but she's going to left mid. So you just let the tactics take care of that. So my tactics are set up for her to go to right mid. She's not doing that, so I would swap the instructions of Kevin De Bruyne and Pedri. Which is fine. You see how wide Pedri is, and he's actually quite a good wide CM. That was a great ball. I don't know how Drogba was onside, but it's a great ball. So all we're doing there, and that's an important bit to watch. So I just plays the ball back to Fabinho. He's got a really nice ball into the area I always tell you to play into. But at this point, we are just crowding out. So because I'm controlling the centre back, my full back came across and helped me out. And that's just AI stuff. Our passing wasn't too good at this point. We do click into gear, don't worry. At the moment, we're just a little bit rusty. So here I'm just watching. He is on a heavy press. You can see that. So we're just trying to play through it, and we're just trying to find space. Here I just take Pedri for a run, cut back in. That first time touch to De Bruyne, and then the 5-star weak foot is brilliant. So we kick off, and we see in defence, it's really clear how we are. We're a 4. 4-4-2. We defend in the 4-4-2, which does mean your cam doesn't play as strictly as a cam, and that's the way I like it. This is how I set this up. But to get this 4-4-2 shape, I like the quick passing I can get with it. So, I'm trying not to stop it too many times because we do have like, this part of the video is like 17 minutes long. So they are coming quite often down the left-hand side through Havertz. Havertz is a great player in the game, so I've got to watch him. Having Foden on the right-hand side, I know he's going to try and cut in with him. So he tries to switch. We lose out on the second ball to Havertz. It's fine. We just get back into our shape. Oh, bit jittery there. Let's see if I can go back and see that. Hopefully it's not jittery this time. Still jittery. So he brings out Bissek, which is great. And that's when I can see... Oh, that's when I could see this big space. Because he's brought his centre back so far forward and tried to play a pass, mess up the pass. It was 2 touches and then we're through. And that's what we like to do. We like to get players into those wee gaps. He's not catching me. I don't score because I normally have Puskas on the left-hand side so I can do near post shots. I tried to do one there, but keeper got a hand down. Fine. Again, we're just positioning ourselves in front of the player to intercept the pass. We then give it away stupidly. So we're just looking to stay calm, select the right players, our fullbacks, our CDM, our centre mids if we need them, and we're just covering the passing lanes. We're watching for him to make a mistake. He will make a mistake. He'll play a pass that he shouldn't play. That one. It's always going to happen. You're patient, you will win the ball. And then you'll lose it again if you do what I do. And that was, I just couldn't see a pass there. I don't know what's going on with playback speed. Right, this is rubbish. We can't do this. Let's stop that. Yeah, we're going again. The stuttering seems to have stopped. No idea what that was. So, Baresi brings it out. We've got Pedri. He's got the Tiki Taka passing style, which is really nice. He's also got the long ball passing style. We find out, and that's like I said, that's where we find our width from, our fullbacks. So that's what we're looking to ping the ball out to, left or right back. That's where we'll find our width. When we lose the ball, our fullbacks will get back quickly. We just got to make sure it's quick enough. So he drills the ball down, then tries to scale and takes the ball out. Happens. Vidic, dangerous ball through the middle, but I felt I could do it. Walker again, providing our width. We're just trying to win that ball in the middle. You can see even with 100 depth, we are not getting easily countered. That's what's so weird about the 100 depth. Plays instant offsides, but you don't get easily countered. So we're trying short passes here. We get a lovely drilled pass into Mertens there. We get Walker and acres of space. And we're just trying to find that drilled ball in. And De Bruyne finds his wee pocket of space. And both your centre mids will get into the box to give you that pass. So he's got started again. He's coming down the left again. I think he maybe changed formation now. Or he certainly, I think he goes a wee bit more pressing now. So again, we're just taking our time. We're not diving in. We're not pulling centre backs out. We're not giving him that space. As soon as you give people space by pulling players out of position, they're going to punish you. You see, I do it in every video. Well, I'll do both things. I punish people for pulling their centre backs out, and I tend to pull my own centre backs out because, you know, it happens from time to time. There, that second one, I realised he was going for Ronaldo again. I figured he was going for Ronaldo again, so I just put my second player in the way of him so that he wasn't getting a clean header. And sometimes that's all you can do with headers at corners. 90% of the goals I concede seem to be coming from corners at the moment still. So here, I'm just trying to find the space, using my fullbacks, using Fabinho in that CDM role. Find Pedri, Puskas, find a wee bit of space. We find Wrighton, lovely ball into Mertens. We drill the ball. I actually changed my mind halfway through that shot because he dives, pulls the keeper out and goes to the left. And I was going across goal and then last minute I changed it. So I think that's why it goes into the centre. So that was the first game over and done with. Second game, I forgot to press record, but his team was really nice. You see he's got V-Course up front and Mertens. So our Mertens picks up the ball. We're just trying to find the space again. We find a lovely ball into Puskás, and I want to highlight that. So here's his central defender, right? Keep an eye on this guy, because this is the space we end up playing into. You'll see how it becomes so available. He's pulled the centre back up. He grabs the centre back again. So now for his CDM's having to try and cover that space a little bit, but doesn't. And we just find the space and we're able to get a goal. And that's what I keep talking to you guys about. Don't pull your centre backs out. Do not pull your centre backs out, because when you do, there's a big gaping hole. Be very careful with that. Here he does love a little touch with Bonifil to find the space. He's got Bonifil and V-Course up front. So there again, he picks up the defender closest to me. He does well here, but Puskás on his left foot finesse is going to go in. So we're 2-0 up. All of a sudden, no. I'm 2-0 up within 5 minutes. He stayed in the game. I think when you do stay in the game, 9 times out of 10, you feel this momentum shift. Like, it should be all on my side. Should be. But you're going to see very shortly that there is a shift. That pass was terrible. Should have just taken a shot with De Bruyne. Can't win the ball there, which was weird. So Wrighton's back into the left back position. The Bonifil not only gets past me, but gets away from me. He takes a shot, which is really weird because my left back has a shadow on him, giving him virtually full pace. So he should have been able to keep up with a player with the ball there. Baresi, De Bruyne. What is going on? So here, you can see, I'm just nowhere near him. I can't get across him. I can't push him out of the way. I'm not using advanced defending. I maybe should learn that. So we've got the ball on the right-hand side. I don't really see any space. I look down at my radar. I can see my left back is in acres of space, and I should have hit them quicker. But I waited till Walker was in space and went to him. Just too used to my right back being my attacking player. You can see on the radar that Cucurella is in masses of space. Mess up that pass, which is fine. Now Bonifil's got to run. And that's my mistake. That's what I mean when you pull your defender out and you don't get the ball, you're always going to leave yourself really open to getting punished. Inevitably, with the corner, I see him moving V-Course, I react way too late. He scores an overhead kick. That's not normally the type of goal I concede from a corner. It's normally a near post goal, but not normally an overhead kick. So we've got the ball with Puskás. Somehow we give the ball away really badly. Then Vidic tackles with the intercept player's play style and still doesn't get the ball. We get the ball down the left. We mess up the pass again. What is going on with this? It's a lovely ball down the side here. The ball needed to be in, but for some reason I just totally mess it up and he intercepts it. He gets the ball with Boniface, who is a great card. Every card he's had this year has been great. We can see the corner now. For me, a corner is just like conceding a penalty 9 times out of 10. So I bring my keeper out. I try the hardest to get in, and I genuinely don't know how my keeper doesn't get the ball over V-Course at that point, because he just literally has to put his hands forward and pick it. But whatever. So we managed to pick up the ball. We play a nice pass out wide. This is where we get our width, like I've been telling you. We have a lovely ball into Puskás. And there's no way you're catching me from here. We draw the ball past Schmeichel. So this was it was a decent player. He moves his keeper again, just not enough. And that's what's quite nice with the players we have now with their finishing skills. So third game, I'm like, this is a cracking team. I'm in for a game here. He kicks off. Oh, we're at the end. Yeah, so this is the actual game. I must put game 3 right at the end, so we'll see it at game 4. So, it is a cracking team, this one. I think this is probably the hardest game I've played. So this guy is super patient, and he does everything right. He ball rolls at the right time. He takes the ball away from my players at the right time. He's not sprinting when he can. He's driving passes into space. He's running in space. Love a little ball roll again. Love a little acceleration there. We get the ball back. We give the ball away, which is a common trait. Lovely little step over, and then Danny Olmo opens the scoring for him. So I'm like, all right, okay. Got a game here anyway. So we accelerate in space, we ball roll away, we turn around, we give the ball back, we find space for Walker, we try and do a wee acceleration down the line. We can't, I don't know how that goes out, but we couldn't find a space, so we're like, right, fine. He's got the Nuno Mendes card, so he's a decent player. We cover the pass lanes there, which was really good, double teaming up on him. Pedri gets down, we have to go back to Walker on the edge because he had 3 players covering angles into the box. We're just taking our time looking for passing angles. I'm doing the thing that you need to be doing and just looking for that space. And then if you've got players like Pedri and De Bruyne, you can hit shots from the edge of the box. And I would say that if you're playing someone that's camping in their own box, don't be scared to get players on the ball and take a shot. You just got to find the space to do it. And going side to side, that's how you create that space. We slip a lovely little ball between the fullback and the centre back. Keep telling you guys about that. Pedri gets in, takes a shot, but it's blocked. Like, right, that's fine. He has to work because he's defending so deep that if he gets the ball, if he wins the ball in his own half, around his box, his players are so deep into his half, he's got to run. That's all he can do. And I've just got to make sure I get players in the way and pick up the ball. So we pick up a deflection here with Pedri. We just take a wee sidestep. We've now found De Bruyne. That was a really nice ball through to Mertens. And we hit it from the edge of the box. I don't know what's going on with his keeper. 2 shots I would have thought should have been saved, but haven't been. So I'm not complaining. They've gone in for me. Cucurella picks up the ball nicely there. De Bruyne, I'm just looking for a pass. I'm not convinced going forward is the right thing at the moment. So I get Fabinho. Baresi, who was actually really, really comfortable defending. We've got the wee Tiki Taka stuff. We run out of space there, but you see the options you have very quickly for the one-touch passing. That's what I love about this formation. We have to rely on Walker's pace and strength there. We don't pass the ball in on our first opportunity there because we were just looking to make sure that we had a solid pass on. We get the ball to Wrighton, we ball to Mertens, Cucurella. We try and come back, we mess it up, we go for a corner. We're like, right, what we're going to do from this corner? De Bruyne has dead ball specialist, sees bring his keeper out. I'm like, ooh, I could try and whip it in, but no, I'm not. I'm going to go to the edge of the box. I'm 2-1 up, and this guy's decent, so I do not want him countering me. We get a lovely ball into Mertens here. We do a wee reverse elastico, get the ball to Walker. Again, lovely close control. Fire it in near post. We'll go 3-1 up. That's what's really important as well with this formation. Your fullbacks, you want to have rounded fullbacks. It's a very rounded formation. You want to have fullbacks that are going to be good defensively, but will also go forward really well. Really important that if they get into a position where they can shoot, they're going to hit the target, and there's a 9 out of 10 chance that it's going to go in. So he's just biding his time. Just lovely little wee turns there to get away from me. But then he just kind of ran out of places to go. So here I'm just looking for that space on the wing. Didn't mean that pass, and then mess up that pass. That first pass, it just threw me off, and then I made a rash pass. Which does happen, happens as all. Here again, I'm just looking for that big switch out to my fullback, header down. I thought I was so close to getting that. The header down to Pedri was brilliant, and then if I'd been able to play the ball through into that channel, I was on it. So he's been very aggressive. He's been very passive with his attacking play. He's not looking to take me on. He's looking to turn away quite often, which is fine. It's a very, in this game, it's a really worthwhile thing to do, because you see there he scores with Fofana. Like, he's creating the chances. He's finding the space. Again, I don't know how that pass goes there. De Bruyne's passing is really good. So is Pedri. So I get surprised when Pedri pulls something out. It's not that great. We tried to find overlap. We didn't. So again, he's gone straight to striker. A lovely little through ball into the channel, and Puskas on his left foot. It's not missing that. Not missing that. So we're really comfortable now. We're at 4-2. I honestly thought I would probably score another one before half time and he would quit. At this point, because I just felt like he wasn't, although he scored 2 goals, like he's not doing a lot that's hurting me. It's more my inability to tackle him that's hurting me. When I was just concentrating a little bit more on that, I felt like I could find space in his team. Like he's really aggressive now. He's really high. Like I definitely think he changed his tactics and gone more high pressure up the park. Seen from his corner, he's on a corner kick of 1. So, and he brought one out the box, so I had to go onto the edge. I knew I could just push him out and then get in the way. The only thing is, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. You know, I've won the ball, but there's absolutely nothing I could do because he is high pressure now. Then that's a free kick. Yeah, you see on free kicks he's on 1 as well. So he's just trying to find that space. And then we get to half time. But that's what I mean. Like I thought with what 7-8 in-game minutes to go, I would get another chance. I could probably score. But he held onto the ball well, and there was just no chance of me scoring. And that's a really difficult person to play against because they might not be technically brilliant, they might not be technically really good, but what they are good at is just holding the ball and kind of making you make mistakes or boring you to tears. And that's what I find in Weekend League, that's my downfall 9 times out of 10. I get too impatient and too fed up with like this. What's he doing? Like you're going back and forward, and yes, you found the last ball. Yes, you've got someone in the box, but you could have made that pass so much earlier. So you see how his team is a bit higher up the park now. He's very aggressive with his centre backs. He likes to pull his centre backs out and challenge. We find a wee bit of space. We go back to Pedri. Here I'm looking for passing angles. You see I'm taking 1 or 2 touches with players. Lovely little ding ball over. And we're just being a wee bit creative there. And it's really important to be able to do stuff like that when you see that there's no real angles to pass around. Sometimes you do just have to look out for those kind of wee dinked over the top balls. You'll see me do them quite a lot. Here I was looking to find a pass, but he closed it down well. Lovely little through ball and then Puskis across goal. It's not missing that. And that did it, finally. So I think he went a bit more aggressive after at half time. He had a tag there of Novak TV or something. I very much doubt that was a streamer or content creator. Oh, maybe it was. Right, that was the gameplay. Get into tactics, have a look at it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Catch you in a bit. Okay, that's the gameplay over and done with. Not done the post-coms for it yet. I've got a lot to talk to you guys about that. It's interesting. 4 games. One of them is just a big shout out for giving me the free win, which is always really nice. I think I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start putting out the names of people that give me a free win just to give them a wee bit thanks. Because thank you. So, yeah. So, let's get into tactics. Custom tactics, jeez. So here we are. Our defensive style is balanced. Our width is 38. Our depth is 100, obviously. Our build-up play is balanced, and our chance creation is possession. Right? Possession is what creates those passing angles you'll see in the gameplay. Attacking width's up at 55. Players in the box 6. Corner kicks and free kicks 2 and 2. Again, you can do what you want with those. That is how we set up. Balance, possession. 38, 100, 55, 6, 2 and 2. It's just a nice blend. Width, I've always had around 40. I've always felt 40 for defensive width was the right thing, especially when you're defending in a 4-4-2. It can leave you slightly exposed to the 4-2-4 and things like that, and the 5-4-1, but it is brilliant against the 4-3-2 and everything like that. So it's just it's always been the right area. Next year, could be totally different, and it will. It looks like it is going to be totally different. Got lots of good ideas for next year's tactics already, by the way. Lots of good ideas. I think it's going to be phenomenal, those changes that they're making. Into instructions, we have our left striker on stay central getting behind, and our right striker just on getting behind. I have toyed about with false 9 on one of them, but I just didn't feel that they needed to drop back. If you use a D-pad tactics, striker drop back, it'll do the same kind of thing, so you can play about with that. Our cam is on come back on defense, get into the box. We can have free roam on them. I do like free roam on the cam. I just don't have them on at the moment because I was wanting Wrighton to be in position to score and assist. So you can use free roam if you want. The left centre mid is on free roam cover wing because they're going to be the left mid in, or they should be the left mid. What I found with Wrighton though, if you've seen the gameplay, she was moving quite often out into the left, and Pedri, who's on cover centre, was moving to the right. It's weird. I'm assuming that's got something to do with defensive, what do you call it? Awareness, because that's what seems to play about with that. So you might find Wrighton goes to the right, you might find she goes to the left. It doesn't really matter in this formation because, like I hopefully spoke to you guys in the post-coms, having your two centre mids here, they just need to be, they need to be Supermen. They just need to be everything. Fast, strong, great passing, good shooting, good defending. You just want people that have all that there now. There's so many of them in the game as well, so we can use them. Our right centre mid is on stay on the edge of the box and cover centre. Our CDM is on stay back while attacking, cover centre, deep lie and playmaker. Really important to deep lie and playmaker in this because both our fullbacks are on overlap, so balanced and overlap. Our two centre backs we don't touch because we don't want them playing striker in this. And then our goalkeeper, I've just got output for come for crossing sweeper keeper, but you can just do whatever you want. If you're not using Martinez, you're not using the right goalkeeper. I don't rate goalkeepers in this game. I'm hoping they're going to be better next year, but Martinez for me is number one. He's a bit of a dick, but he's number one goalkeeper in the game, so go for it. And that is how we line up. Give this a go. It's a good formation. It was one of my favourite formations in the game. Always has been, always will be, I think. I think at points in the game cycle it is really, really strong. I think when you get that Team of the Year boost to cards, the narrowness of this formation, the Tiki Taka that you can then start to create, it becomes really strong, and I think we're back at that point in the cycle again where the cards we have are so good. Like De Bruyne can play anywhere, Pedri can play anywhere, so they can play wingers, they can play inside forwards, they can play centre forwards, they can play CDM, they can play cam, so you just give them freedom to play whatever they want to play, and this formation allows that. So give it a go, see how you get on with it. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the game at the moment, getting a bit hyped for FC 25. I'm really hyped for all the games coming out next year. I think we're going to see a great spread of games, and at least one of them is going to rise above the rest and be the game of 2025. So that's a bit scary, isn't it? 2025. Yeah, so let's enjoy the end of this game, enjoy the Futties cycle, and get on with it. So have fun. If you're not enjoying the game, go play something else. There's plenty of them out there, and only play while it's fun. Catch you guys in the next video.